In the early morning calm of California, as the sun rose over the quiet, tree-lined streets of Silicon Valley, most residents were just beginning their day, unaware that history was about to unfold right outside their doors. Federal agents, moving swiftly and decisively, arrested Zhishan Liang and Xia, two Chinese nationals who would soon become the faces of a global tech drama that would send shockwaves through the industry. Their alleged crime? Smuggling Nvidia's cutting-edge AI chips to China, in direct defiance of strict U.S. export controls designed to protect American technological advantage. These weren't just any computer chips, they're the powerful engines behind today's most advanced artificial intelligence breakthroughs, driving innovation in everything from self-driving cars and robotics to advanced language models and scientific research. The stakes in this case? Nothing less than national security and the future of global technology leadership. The U.S. government fears that if these chips fall into the wrong hands, they could supercharge China's military and surveillance capabilities, giving a strategic edge to a major rival. The value of the smuggled goods was staggering. $28 million worth of high-performance microchips, each one a potential game-changer in the race for technological dominance. But the real cost goes far beyond dollars. It's about the potential shift in global power as nations vie for supremacy in the digital age. This case isn't just about two men or a single shipment. It's about a new kind of Cold War, one fought not with missiles or tanks, but with microchips, algorithms, and the invisible weapons of the information era. The U.S. has drawn a firm line in the sand. Keep advanced AI technology out of rival hands, no matter the cost or complexity of enforcement. Liang and Xia allegedly built a sophisticated, shadowy network to bypass American laws, funneling these strategic assets to China through a web of front companies and covert shipments. Their arrest sent a clear and unmistakable message to the world. The U.S. will go to great lengths to defend its technological edge and protect its national interests. This story brings the global tech battle out of the shadows and into everyday life, right into suburban homes, bustling office parks, and the invisible world of global supply chains, where the movement of a single chip can have worldwide consequences. It's a stark reminder that the race for AI supremacy isn't some distant future, it's happening right now, in real time, and every single chip counts in this high-stakes contest. The world watched in real time as a quiet California morning was transformed into a flashpoint in the ongoing struggle for the future of technology and global influence. The saga of Liang and Xia is just one dramatic chapter in a much larger high-stakes competition, a global race where innovation, secrecy, and power are all on the line, and the outcome will shape the world for years to come. Why risk everything for a chip? What could possibly make a single piece of silicon so valuable that people are willing to go to extreme lengths to get their hands on it? Because the Nvidia H100 isn't just hardware. It's the crown jewel of AI, the engine behind today's most advanced artificial intelligence breakthroughs. Nvidia, once known mainly for gaming graphics, has transformed itself into the world leader in AI processors, shaping the future of technology. The H100 is a technological marvel. Packed with tens of billions of transistors, it's engineered for lightning-fast, parallel data processing on a scale never seen before. It can train massive AI models in days, not months, thanks to its specialized tensor cores, which are purpose-built for deep learning and complex computations. This chip powers breakthroughs in medicine, enables self-driving cars, advances next-gen language models, and even accelerates robotics and scientific research. For nations and companies, access to H100S means a shot at global leadership, technological dominance, and economic power in the AI era. The H100 is more than a product. It's a strategic asset, tightly controlled, fiercely coveted, and protected like a national treasure. Its scarcity has fueled a black market, with prices soaring far above retail, making it a target for smugglers and speculators worldwide. Whoever controls these chips controls the pace of innovation, the direction of industries, and even the balance of power between nations. That's why smuggling them isn't just a crime. It's a move in a global power game, with consequences that ripple across borders and industries. The H100 has become the most wanted chip on the planet, symbolizing the race for AI supremacy and the future of technology itself. At the heart of this case lies a complex web of U.S. export controls, a set of laws and regulations designed to prevent sensitive technology from falling into the hands of foreign adversaries or competitors. The U.S. government maintains a detailed and ever-evolving list of restricted items, ranging from military hardware and weapon systems to cutting-edge AI chips like the Nvidia H100, which power the latest advances in artificial intelligence and supercomputing. These export control rules, enforced primarily by the Department of Commerce, are intended to safeguard both national security and the broader interests of U.S. foreign policy. In recent years, China has become the central focus of these restrictions, as concerns grow that American technology could be used to strengthen China's military capabilities and expand its influence on the world stage. Today, exporting high-performance chips or advanced computing hardware to China without a special government license is nearly impossible, with strict oversight at every step. Violating these export controls is considered a serious federal crime, carrying the risk of steep fines, lengthy prison sentences, and permanent damage to reputations. The regulations are highly specific, targeting only the most powerful and strategically significant chips and technologies, in an effort to create a technological blockade that limits China's access to the tools needed for military and economic advancement. The case against Liang and Xia serves as a stark warning. The U.S. government is prepared to aggressively investigate and prosecute anyone who attempts to circumvent these laws. This legal battleground is where the U.S. China tech war is being fought. Every shipment, every transaction, every attempt to move advanced technology across borders is now scrutinized as a matter of international security. The stakes have never been higher, and the consequences of missteps or violations are felt not just in the U.S. and China, but around the world. In this new era, export controls have transformed global commerce into a front line of geopolitical conflict, where technology, law, and international relations collide. Meet Zixin Liang and Yifan Xia, two men living ordinary lives in California running what looked like legitimate businesses. But behind the scenes, they allegedly masterminded a multi-million-dollar smuggling ring for Nvidia's AI chips. Liang handled the buyers and finances, setting up front companies to hide the chips' true destination. Xia managed logistics, acquiring and shipping the chips, often mislabeling them to avoid detection. They weren't just couriers, they were architects of a calculated criminal enterprise. Their communications showed they knew the risks and the laws they were breaking. The lure? Huge profits on the Chinese black market, where demand for H100s was sky high. Their story is a warning. In today's world, national security threats can look deceptively ordinary. Liang and Xia are the new faces of global tech smuggling. Liang and Xia's operation was a masterclass in deception. They set up shell companies with tech-sounding names to buy H100 chips from U.S. distributors. Payments from China were laundered through a maze of international accounts, hiding the true source. Shipping documents were falsified, chips worth hundreds of thousands declared as used electronics worth a fraction. This made shipments look routine, slipping past busy customs officials. Their scheme exploited the sheer volume and complexity of global trade. By blending in, they moved millions in controlled tech right under the authorities' noses. Their methods reveal just how vulnerable the global supply chain can be. In the end, their web of fake companies and paperwork couldn't hide them forever. Smuggling H100 chips to China required more than fake paperwork. It needed a clever route. Direct shipments from California to China would raise alarms, so Liang and Xia used Hong Kong as a transit hub. Packages were sent to Hong Kong, repackaged, then forwarded to China, masking their true origin. Hong Kong's status as a free port and its proximity to China made it the perfect gateway. This two-step process broke the direct link between U.S. suppliers and Chinese buyers. The chips could then enter China legally or be smuggled across the border. This laundering of origin made tracking nearly impossible for investigators. Their operation exploited the loopholes of global logistics. Law enforcement faced a daunting challenge, tracing sensitive tech through a maze of international shipping. The sophistication of this route shows just how global and elusive tech smuggling has become. Despite the elaborate scheme, federal agents eventually caught on. The investigation combined financial forensics, digital surveillance, and old-fashioned police work. Suspicious transactions, tips from suppliers, or flagged shipments may have sparked the probe. Agents traced money flows from China through shell companies to Liang and Xia. They monitored communications, gathering evidence of intent and method. Physical surveillance tracked shipments and confirmed the contents. The result, a detailed indictment linking every piece of the puzzle. Through patience and precision, law enforcement unraveled a complex international smuggling ring. The Liang and Xia case is more than a crime story. It's a snapshot of the U.S. China tech rivalry. The U.S. aims to protect its edge by restricting China's access to foundational technologies like the H100. But this case exposes the challenge in a globalized world. Determined actors find ways around the rules. Policymakers face a dilemma: how to secure technology without crippling trade or innovation. The fallout? Companies now navigate a maze of sanctions and controls, risking a split into rival tech ecosystems. This decoupling could slow innovation and raise costs worldwide. The race for AI supremacy is shaping the future of global power. The U.S. is leveraging its semiconductor lead, but enforcement is a constant battle. A single shipment of chips can shift the balance, turning a criminal case into a global event. The stakes, nothing less than the future of technology and geopolitics. As the case unfolds, it raises urgent questions about our technological future. How do we balance open innovation with national security in a world where AI chips can power both progress and control? The lines between civilian and military tech are blurred. Regulation is harder than ever. The human factor, greed, pressure, ambition, means no system is foolproof. Building trust requires more than laws. It needs corporate responsibility and public debate. Are we headed for digital walls and divided tech worlds, or can we find new ways to cooperate? The story of smuggled chips is a warning and a crossroads. The choices we make now will shape whether technology unites or divides us in the decades ahead.